A minute sad. Seize a bronze enemy unit up 6 turns until start. Return to hand. You know, let's go with that. I'm gonna use this terrifying. Look at that. You're looking at its teeth. Intense. Let's get out of this swampy hellhole. Maybe we should do a scout. We haven't wasted money on that. Okay. I offer you my sincere apology. I failed my task before cease felling. We simply lack necessary labor. Men are dying from disease, infesting wounds, we abandoned camps and items in chests. However, there are some.
Today, the quartermaster approached with news to report. Alas, bad news.
Your Grace, our food stocks have near run out. And about villages, folk have naught to spare, not even to trade.
The Queen dispatched small groups of scouts. They were to scour the countryside for hunting camps, beekeepers, charcoal burners, any souls willing to trade food for coin or goods. The first scouts came back around dusk. The last 3 detachments returned not at all. At first, Meve suspected they'd fallen prey to monsters, the beastly or Nilfgaardian kind. Later, she learned the men had left naught of their belongings behind. She'd been soft-hearted toward deserters. This lot decided they, too, would give it a try. That night, Meve lay still but sleepless. Beneath thin covers, she was cold, hungry, irate.
So I get for being kind.
Towering alders
will
grow
always...
thick in Isgith. There's weaving a canopy that obscures the sky. Any sunbeams to slip through this twisted thicket scatter in the milky mist below. Thus the marsh abides in a state of perpetual twilight, wherein a sense of time and direction are easily lost. As the force moved along, a glow appeared in the trees. The Lyrians squinted, their mouths agape in wonder. An orb hung over the water, pulsating, humming. It circled the soldiers, darted off a distance, then hovered as if waiting.
A will-o'-the-wisp, that is,
whispered one of the footmen.
Believe it's keen to show us something.
Meve knew the wisp could prove treacherous, lead them into a trap. Nonetheless, she followed, though not entirely certain why. Her soldiers seemed eager. She sensed they approved. Yet she was also simply curious.
We follow it. Carefully. Weapons at the ready.
I'm just gonna walk into an ambush, because I'm like pretty light. Like a fish. Easily fooled.
As the wisp gains darth, Meve surveyed her surroundings warily. Beads of sweat emerged upon her brow. But her fears, in the end, proved unfounded. For at the path's end, the troops found what appeared to be a caravan's remains. Its wagons, rot-eaten, half-buried in the bog, had sat there for decades, perhaps longer. Despite this, gilded panels and scraps of silver-threaded fabric showed they'd once been rather ornate. Inside the wagons, the soldiers discovered many steel crates. Rust-covered but intact, they contained truly dazzling treasures. Sacks bulging with gold coin, pearl-encrusted goblets, exotic velvets and silks in beads.
Blimey, the sheer amount. And here of all places.
A footman muttered under his breath. Meve quickly pieced it all together. She too had once ridden in such a caravan, splendid and laden with gold, when she'd left her home to marry. The rest of the story was not difficult to divine. This was a maiden's dowry. She and her retinue lost their way. Isgith proved their grave, unbeknownst to any other. The wisp circled Meve's party, blinked several times, then faded into thin air. The troops resumed their march, and all seemed in order. Seemed, for soon several footmen were discovered to be gone. Greed had been their ruin. They'd grabbed too much. The loot had weighed them down, and the marsh had embraced them.
I wonder if that was the wedding lady that turned into the Red Mistress. Whatever she was, the Blood Mistress. A moss-covered boulder protruded from the green fertile water. The Lyrians breathed a cautious sigh of relief, for perhaps dry land was finally close at hand. However, when they drew closer, they discovered it was no stone at all, but the shell of a monstrous behemoth that baited us. Wherever you are, whatever, wherever, I'll kill you, creature that is true. Let's just go with this. Okay.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
So let's start a drama. Army's wasted time for one like me. Whenever a unit appears on the time to run, seize bronze unit. Deploy. What? So I have to get it after 6 turns. This team. I getcha. Whoop. Okay. Well, we're gonna cut them down.
Armor works.
Left, right, left, right.
He loses an armor. He loses an armor. He loses an armor. He punches that guy, and then himself. I'm playing so many units.
What's a helmet if not a pot turned over?
Guess I'll just end 10. He'll probably pass. Yeah. Every time I think I can pass, he passes. Because I just play so much. I'm like, here's 1,000 cards.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
That's great. Nurse. You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Blood washes away all shame!
Drum.
Getting to work.
This guy. Then we'll play you.
Left,
Her
right,
Majesty knows what she's doing.
right.
Get too many people out.
Again and again and again.
He unfortunately had a thing.
Come on, kill me!
So that's some real. Yeah, I was gonna pass. Right, almost pass. Another giant bug. And then a bear. Still not reached as many points as me. Oh, he's absolutely right. He's gonna pass. I don't know why they're spazzing. Okay. We'll be winning at the start. Oh wait, no we won't. He's got these two.
May disgrace ends here! Time I wander away!
On my Get away.
They came up here!
Okay, Misguiding. Let's go. Just because yellow play. Now. Let's go. Yeah. Double. Oops. Give him a hitsy.
Is today the day?
Play this. It's today the day. Okay, let's go. That.
A drum of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Looks like this. What's he gonna do? Drain. Glug, glug, glug.
Make love, not war.
Let's try her. Train. Okay. Let's use the leech to steal this. Then Mega Blast them.